Now, the coffee bar has taken a great deal of work, and one of the most difficult jobs was deciding on the decor. We were very delighted some few weeks ago when we had the opportunity of meeting Mr. Keith Sutton, who is well known as a local artist, and he very kindly offered to paint a mural for us. He gave his services quite freely, and he worked very, very long hours. When you get inside and see the mural, I think you'll think it's quite something. The club is named the Castanet. We're not thinking of a Spanish type thing, we're thinking of fishing. That's what we're doing. Jesus said, "Follow me and I'll make you fishers of men." Mr. Sutton has made a mural depicting the trawlers. All of them are genuine trawlers of the Fleetwood fishing fleet. Maybe some of you have been on some of them sometimes and you'll be able to pick out your favourite boat. We're very happy to have Mr. Sutton with us tonight, and I'm going to ask him if he'll just come and have a look at you. Would you like to give him a very, very deep clap to show that you appreciate what he's done? We're very glad to see Mrs. Sutton with us at the outside of the crowd. Hope she'll, that's right, delighted to see you. We have another group who will be singing in a few moments, but I ought to introduce a couple of visitors that we've got with us as well. 4 visitors actually, 2 men with their wives. We have Reverend Christopher Smith, who has for some time worked with the drug addicts and drunkards both in Swansea and in Birmingham, and is now pastoring a church near Warrington. I'm going to ask him in just a few moments if he will commend this venture into the hands of God, because it is primarily a religious venture, or ought I to say a Christian venture. We don't like the word religion because that's a miserable business. You can have just enough religion to be miserable. We don't believe in that. Jesus said, "I've come to give folks life." So in just a moment I'm going to ask Pastor Smith if he will commend this to God. We have also with us Reverend and Mrs. Don Osborne from Vancouver in the United States. Reverend Osborne was the man in Canada. I'm jumping ahead of my thoughts are running away with me. They thought they'd been transplanted then. Taken over. Reverend Osborne was for some time the director of Teen Challenge, working with the outcasts and drug addicts in Vancouver, and he worked there for 2.5 years, after which he moved to New York for a time to work with Dave Wilkerson, Reverend Dave Wilkerson, in the New York Center. But now he's taken on a world ministry and he's touring around. He's going back to Canada, I understand, at the end of this month. Well, now then, I'm going to ask my brother if he'll lead us in prayer, and then we're going to have some more music before Mr. Osborne speaks to us and opens the bar. Let's pray.